What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Berserk Manga, Chapter 6. This should be going up on Sunday. Patreon members, you also should be getting a One Piece episode 179 or 180 today as well. This looks to be a little bit of a shorter chapter. Well, I mean, not shorter. It's still like 60-something pages, but it's not the 100 plus, so shouldn't be too long, shouldn't be anything crazy. And then I would suspect maybe... Would y'all rather get like Monster on Tuesday or Wednesday and then get a Berserk later in the week, or get the next Berserk chapter Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't know. We'll kind of figure that out. Also, as well, I was going to ask everybody, I'm going to put a poll up as well. I haven't seen the new Batman movie, but I see that it's been released on HBO Max and HD, which means, you know, it's out there everywhere in HD. Would you guys be interested in that? And me reacting to that? I asked some Patreon members. I'll put a poll up for that, and we'll see how it goes. Jumping on this, Guts was in the middle of a battle with the Baron, who used to be a man that has a daughter, last chapter. So we'll see how this plays out, and we'll see how this goes. I also have some Behelit, however you want to pronounce it, like soundtrack. I don't know if this is an anime soundtrack of it. I have it playing in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear it. If you don't hear anything, that means YouTube took it down. You guys kind of let me know if you vibe with it, if you like it, or we can just go back to some like lo-fi beats. You know, we're playing around with it, trying to make the whole manga reading chapter experience, not just you guys hearing me talk into white noise space for, you know, 20 to 50 minutes. But we'll play with it and we'll see how it goes. Let's scroll on down here and let's get it going. Let's see what we got. So we are the Guardians of Desire, Chapter 4. Yeah, this is pretty much where we left off. Guts was getting roughed up. It's over. Like, there's no way that, like, these demons are going to keep making this mistake of, like, getting literally within striking distance of him, correct? What's wrong with you? Come on. Is this how it's going to end? It can't be over. You who are always so high and mighty, always putting other people down. Wake up, dummy. Wake. Oh, God. No matter how much you've tried to hone your skills, you've come to the limit of your pathetic human form. How fragile you humans. What did you say? The hell did you say? Look who's bragging, Baldy. You yourself used to be one of those fragile humans. What's that? It's true. Teresa told me how you went crazy after your wife was killed. Oh god, he's about to snap. Also, I was putting this idea out there, you know, should I maybe, you know, watch the Berserk manga, watch the Berserk anime alongside of me reading. But I've been told that Puck is not in the Berserk manga? The Berserk anime? Is that because all the manga sites that I have what I'm reading as like prologue. So I don't know if maybe Puck is not in the story once the prologue of the manga ends and then goes into the actual chapters. Because I think there's like 10 prologue chapters. So is Puck just not included post 10 I don't know. We'll see. You acquired those powers so you could get revenge on the heretics, didn't you? But that wasn't the only reason. If it was only about revenge, all you had to do was exercise your authority. Maybe he just felt he needed power. The truth is, you became this thing to run away from the pain inside your own heart. Turn away from yourself. You threw away your humanity. If anyone's a fragile human, it's you. So I'm curious, like, because now that I've been told, you know, Puck isn't in the anime, there's two things here. I don't know if that's spoilery or not. Nobody said it was spoiler. It was posted in the comments, and a couple people said it. Does Puck die? Or do Puck and Guts go their separate ways at some point? Because I always felt like, you know, Puck was going to be Guts' like Tinkerbell and would follow him till the ends of time, and maybe to get him to snap, you know, you could kill off Puck. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. That's, I don't even know, you know, why that's not included in the anime. Who knows? Maybe Puck stays with us the whole time. Maybe Puck dies this chapter. We'll see. What a surprise. I always thought that elves had the intellect of a bird or a squirrel. Why do people shit on elves? But you're quite talkative, aren't you? Squirrel with an amusing speech. And for that I'll spare your life. Now get out of my sight and be gone. Just like a human to try and cover up a sore spot like that. as I was saying. So, because this is the first... Oh shit, where did that just come from? It just fell from the sky? Holy shit. You saved me the trouble of looking for it myself. Better run with that thing, Puck. Run. Fool, if you think I'm gonna hand this over to the likes of you, you've got another thing coming. And literally dipped. And you know what's interesting, because when you see elves depicted in any type of manner, in any show or mythology, any type of, you know, Lord of the Rings, like, elves are always seen with like this mystique, and they live forever, and they're so swift, and these fighters, and but like to see this is almost like fairy level type thing. So I'm curious in seeing other elves, like, are they all this size? Do they all seem this helpless? I don't know. When it comes to making a getaway, I'm the one with the advantage, fathead. That's right, if I'm flying, you can't possibly... I think he's gonna dot your ass up, but if she can get through a small if he can get through a small crevice and just dip. Well, pathetic elf, if you wish to die that much, so be it. Dang. Oh, the daughter. I knew this was gonna happen. The daughter was gonna come in there. I think I brought this up last chapter. And I think the question we posed was... his daughter's gonna escape. She's gonna show up here. Does the human part of him in there anywhere, is it still conscious or subconscious to see his daughter and make him hesitate, slow down, maybe deform down a little bit? Or does the presence of his daughter not change anything? He just stays in this like rageful demon mode type stuff. And like he would kill her and not even know the difference when he's in that state. We'll find out. Teresa comes in. Has she ever seen her father? Because I think I can't remember last chapter, but she made some comments like, you know, him trying to hug me, that wasn't my dad. You know, this has happened to him. But has she ever seen this? What he's become? Does she know that that's him? And he says Teresa, and he tries to go touch her. Wow, so he does know who Teresa is in that state. He even said her name. She's running. Teresa, look at the pain on his face in that shot right there. He's still looking for her. Now, I'm sure this is going to be his downfall, right? His daughter, Guts, you know, gets a second wind and comes in and takes care of him, or what? Jesus. He's really freaking out. This soundtrack in the back, this Bellet, this is what we're listening to. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's supposedly it's slowed. I don't know. If you guys hear it, just know it worked. My body won't move. I'm gonna die. Why couldn't Puck move? Was it out of fear? Or was there actually an ability there? I'm guessing these are Guts' right in the face. Damn. He's coming back for round 2. Through the wall. Look how weak this stance of his looks though, like knees buckled in, sword dragging on the ground. Guts, you jerk. You stupid big jerk. You were just pretending to be dead, weren't you? I really thought you were a goner. What's the big idea, always acting so tough? He's gonna flick you in a minute. Why don't you just go off and die? You're still alive. Yeah, just brush that man Puck to the side. Wait a second, Guts. Don't be so rash. You'll die. Uh-oh. He's got that Berserk look in his eyes. Not good enough, just 2 or 3 broken bones. If you want to stop me, you're going to have to crush my skull or pierce my heart. Just like you, slug. No mercy for you, worm. Alright, round 2. Here we go. Bro, round 2 off the bat, and he's getting a foot. My man just got booted, like Bearholt punting the shit out of Aaron in his Titan form. He literally like talked all that shit just to get launched across the room. What's he thinking? It's just getting worse and worse. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, like, he is human, but there seems to be something about him that's not. Does it require a certain pain threshold, or I don't know. We need that Guts backstory episode or chapter. He's gonna die. Oh, wow. This isn't gonna happen, right? He just grabbed Teresa. I mean, he doesn't kill her, right? Does he threaten her? I mean, I could see Guts, you know, talking some shit like, you know, let me kill you, power down, let us go, blah, 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 and, or, you know, or I'll kill your daughter, but would he actually do it? And, you know, Puck is gonna hate that shit. He's gonna freak out, too, the Baron. Let's see. Let's see. Wow, yep. He's got her into that flipping chokehold. Bastard. But, like, I'm looking at this Teresa. Dang, he dove in there for Teresa and he put the damn Hadouken gunpowder blast in his face. He already let her go, but I am curious, though, like, in that split second with Guts right there, did he think, like, that was his only play? Like, a desperate play to get him to charge at me, like, no defenses is to, you know, threaten his daughter's life, or, I don't know. I don't know if we're even going to see that, because, I mean, he's already let her go, so I doubt he's going to grab her again, right? I mean, he let that thing off right in his face. Did it work? And how we don't even know how many of those he gets. Like, how many rounds of those can we fire? Damn. And his other hand's all snapped up and broken? How's he picking that thing up with his mouth? Jesus. There's no I need... what I really need? I need somebody of normalness to pick that sword up and let me know how heavy it is. Watch it be light as a feather. Like, he's supporting the majority of that weight in his mouth. Yeah, it's resting on his arm, but, like, he had to get it off the ground in his mouth. I think we got the kill shot. In the mouth, bro. What? Like, the only other blade... I haven't watched Bleach. I think I've watched, like, 3 episodes of it total, so I know that's, you know, a huge, like, sword show. The only other swords in any type of animated format that I've seen, like, with this size is gotta be, you know, Zabuza's blade and, oh god, why can't I think of the name? Haku and, gah, I see his face, but yeah, the Executioner blade, you know, that Suigetsu ends up getting his hands on and shit. Like, those are the only blades I've seen in animated form that rival the size of this, and I don't. Just looking at those, they don't seem light to me. But the fact that he's able to, that's pretty wild. That's a wild shot right there. And does that do it? But then, like, how does Teresa feel like that? And again, we don't know. Like, when he's released from this demoned state, or the demon's been killed, does the human get to retake over and be a human, or you're just killing that entire thing? Then what happens with Teresa? Does she come along with us? Does she just rule now? I don't know. Yeah, he's fully beheaded. Head, body, and all. This has definitely been Guts. The whole place is going to collapse in a minute, by the way. Like, now what does Teresa do? Because Teresa has made the statements, you know, that's not my dad, you know, he was taken, but that still is her dad. and he was killed. So now what? She's got no mom, she's got no dad, she's got no friends, no allies, no support, because she hasn't been let out of that room or been able to socialize or build a backing or a following or anything. So what the hell's going to become of her life? For real, like, in all honesty. I don't know. I mean, he's standing, but this is definitely the biggest beating we've taken here. This arm looks completely broken. Couple broken fingers. This leg, something there is sprained or heavily broken, and we can't even speak to, like, what's going on internally. He planned that. He was counting on taking Teresa as hostage all along. Damn you. Oh, these are the last dying words here. Yeah. That looks to be about it for him. Teresa sitting right there too. I'll show you the limit of a human being. Yeah, we're fragile, alright. We humans. I mean, I'm glad to see that. Because I preach this in anything I watch, whether it's recorded or, like, off cam. I wish, and, like, if it was real-world scenarios, like, no matter if it's zombies, demons, other humans, ninjas, titans, whatever, I wish more characters would, like, and you guys have heard me say this, like, follow up and double tap the head, like, at all times. We could easily just beheaded him and, like, oh, that's it. And that's how you end up, that's how Puck or Teresa or Guts ends up dying, because, like, he sprouts another thing, or he still has one attack left. Like, walk up there, one quick time, one quick slice, and just kill confirm, you know? Oh, damn, Teresa. I mean, that's it. Like, what can you do? Not in front of the little girl. That little girl, Teresa, she's completely innocent. Oh, dang. Guts put that blade up to Puck. Shut up. If you get in the way, I'll kill you. He's not gonna kill you. Always so stuck up, Count. Let's give your sweet little daughter a look at the proud... Okay. I mean, I don't know about all that. But again, like, I don't... It's hard because... Well, does anything that Puck has ever been through, do you think it justifies, like, this? Please stop. Don't be so shy. Take a good, hard look at a body that doesn't die. Right in the head, in front of Teresa. Amazing. You really are superhuman. You really don't die, do you? Damn. Some of these shots are like... But, like... So that's what you ask yourself, like... You know, when your favorite characters or characters of any kind do something, can it ever be justified? So, like I said, you know, Teresa knows something there is not her dad. When he's tried to hug her or do something, she knows it. She, like, pulls away. She knows, like, that's not it. But it's still, like, her dad. So for Guts to just violently, like, pull the head of her half-demon, half-dad as he's just gutting it like a wild boar or some shit, pretty much, I don't even know what you want to call it, like, taunting her and him with it. Specifically says, oh, let's give your sweet little daughter a look. Like, I don't think you can justify him having to act like that. Kind of like Puck said, like, you know, it's great and everything that you want, but you didn't have to do it in front of the little girl. Or, to even do it, he could have just quickly just, like, walked over there and did what he had to do. But to, like, parade around, then it makes you to think, like, okay, there's something going on in here. We already know there's something going on in here. But to do that, though, I don't know his history, but, like, does that make him any better than maybe something like that has happened in front of him? Maybe a demon dangled a family member in front of his face and told him to watch and, you know, look what I can do type thing. But does that mean it has to be done to... I don't know. Good question. Why go that far? Yeah, I mean that's the question. What Puck said in his head. Why did you have to go that far? You could have done that, or you could have, told Teresa to leave and done your savage, crazy shit. But he like, not only did he do it, it's not like he did it in front of her, like over in the corner, and we as a viewer and Teresa knew what was happening. He like egged her on with it, type shit. Did he just get? Did he fall, or did something just happen here? Oh shit. That's what he gets for talking all that shit. No, I think he slipped. Okay, he did slip. I think with all that, like, he's just striking and striking, and oh, the knife broke. Okay, I thought the body, like, regenerated or some shit. There it is. It says, no, I don't want to die. Is this the Baron's blood getting on? We don't know what this thing is, so, like, is there significance? You see how they're really showing, like, they're really putting emphasis on, like, the blood touching this. Him saying, I don't want to die. The blood continuing to touch it. We as a viewer don't know really anything about what it is, other than, it's a key, it's a portal, whatever you want to kind of... But we don't know the secret, like, what... Does anything happen to it? If I put it in fire, does it do anything? If I put it in water, if I interact it with human blood, if I interact it with demon blood, does it... What triggers it? What is a no-no? What can't you do? So right here, the Baron's over here saying, no, I don't want to die. I'm guessing this is his blood. This thing is clearly, looks like it's about to, like, activate or do something. I don't want to die. Guts, it's... So the thing woke up, like, through his emotions, and it's essentially showing the same emotions as he was. So that's another thing, though, like, so that's his blood. I'm guessing that's what triggered it. It had demon blood on it, and the demon was giving a specific emotion, and now that thing seems to be mimicking the same emotion. Is that only a demon-specific thing? Or had that been Guts bleeding out with the same kind of, resiliency, like, I don't want to die? Would it have done the same thing? I don't know. Oh, shit. Now we opened some, like, paradoxal Harry Potter sorting staircase shit. Oh, we all got transported there. Either we got transported to, like, another pocket dimension, or the environment around us completely changed. And then where did the Baron go? It's another, yeah, it is another dimension. What's going on here? They're coming. The Great Ones are coming. The Great Ones? The five hand that Guts has been looking for? I don't know if Guts had the skill to take any of them out fresh. So I don't think this is the best circumstance if this is what I think it is. Oh wow, and that's the brand. Starting to bleed, it's starting to go crazy. Oh, somebody's at the top of this staircase. Can you guys see my cursor? Yeah, you can. Oh shit. They're all there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are these the 5 god hands? We've got one that looks like a girl, who has like a skull and crossbone body armor. One that has a giant head, glasses, almost looks like he's kind of floating. Oh, I think we did see a silhouette of one. Yeah, one that was floating. He's on like pedals or tentacles or some shit. We got some Men in Black, huge brain, vampire, Count Dracula looking shit over here. Got like a noble looking knight in some like falcon or raven armor. And we've got this like sluggish one on the ground. That's 5. Oh, and that's the end of it? Dang. So what did the Baron refer to them as? The noble, what did he say? The Great Ones are coming. So I think that essentially, those are pretty much the 2 biggest talking points of the entire chapter, in my opinion. Guts' kind of psychoticness there. And, it shouldn't surprise you as a viewer, at least through the first, where are we on chapter 6, because he's made comments, you know, that are kind of like, okay, as far as, you know, if you're not strong enough, if you're too weak to survive, you deserve to die. I'm not going to save people, blah, blah, blah. But then we've seen him when he's kind of like been off in the corner by himself. He seems to, I don't think he believes 100% when he says those things. I feel like he does care to like protect the weak and all those, but he knows like for the things he needs to do, that can't be his focus or that can't hold him back. But still, for him to be kind of that savage and like put it in front of Teresa's face and do all this shit, and then Puck brought up the same thing that like me as a viewer had, you know, why go that far? Why do that in front of her? So that talking point. Then the second one here is that how the Behelit is activated? Demon blood? Or demon blood on the verge of death and can be triggered by whatever that demon's needs are? Is it just demon blood regardless of the status of the demon? Can it be anybody's blood, demon or human? And is that the full dimension of like what it opens you into, just these crazy interlocking staircases, or is this just one of the dimensions? Because I'm curious, like, with all this, you know, you kind of see it here. I forget what that's called. I think they mention it in Invincible. Not Invincible, the hell. Oh god, what's the Leonardo DiCaprio movie? Inception. Where there's like a staircase on top of a staircase. There's a name for that, and I forget what the name of it is, or the philosopher that came up with that, or whatever it is, but that's, you know, this gives me those Harry Potter vibes where the staircases are just kind of going and changing. So is this all the dimension is that this thing opens, that this key opens? Is this what it opens to every time? Is this just like the first stage? And then he said the great ones are coming, and the great ones to us has been what Guts has mentioned before. He's, you know, the 5 hands of God, or fingers of God, or whatever they're mentioned as. We've seen these silhouettes before a couple chapters back. I would go back to it, but I don't know how many 300 pages I'd have to scroll to find that still shot of where it was just the 5 of them, but I'm guessing this is it. This is the first close-up we've seen, kind of personality and drawings. I'm kind of more... I like the chick one, and then the Men in Black huge brain one the best, so we'll go ahead and end that there. Some crazy talking points. I'm curious, because you guys pretty much know, I'm guessing if you're, you know, here at these watch-alongs, you know kind of Guts' mindset and the God hands and all the Behelit stuff and how it's activated and all that, but I'm curious kind of like when you were reading this, because, you know, we've all been like, you know, cheering on like, oh, Guts, he's so savage, like he always gets out of it, but what did you think of this moment here of him right here, you know, let's give your sweet little daughter, like what did you think of that, of him in that moment? So I'm curious, but we'll go ahead and leave it there. That wraps up chapter 6, and then sometime later this week we'll have chapter 7, and I think once we get past 8 and 9 we get to some decent chapters, to where decent meaning page wise, I think it's like 20 to 30, to maybe we'll be able to crank out multiple chapters of video. We'll just play around with it and see how it goes. Again, I appreciate all the interaction you guys are giving me on these videos. I'll have a poll up for the Batman movie in the community page if you guys want to go vote on that as well. If I do end up doing that this week, though, something will have to get pulled back, whether it's one less One Piece episode, or we don't do double Monsters or double Berserk, something, but you guys, we'll figure it out. I appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,